What up, what up, what up? Let me holler at y'all right quick. Why men need a strong mouthpiece when dealing with women? The operative word, influence. The power of influence. The power of influence. Also, when we talk about mouthpiece or having a mouthpiece, the power of words. Words can influence people. And in this case, the power of words. Your words can influence women's behaviors. Whether you know it or not, realize it or not, it can influence a woman's behaviors as it relates to dealing with you. Now, here's the thing though. What do I always tell you guys? You strictly deal with women on your terms and your terms only. If you don't have the power of influence, that's not going to happen. And where it starts out at is the way that you articulate yourself verbally. Okay, understand that. How you articulate yourself verbally, it paints a picture. It creates a narrative for how the woman will ultimately come to perceive you. And how a woman perceives you shapes your level of influence or lack thereof. Why men need a strong mouthpiece when talking to women. Now, understand this. When you very first meet women, right? I'm talking about when you walk up on a babe, right? You're introducing yourself for the very first time. Within that initial introduction, whether you know it or not, or want to acknowledge it or not, you are being assessed by that woman for sexual desirability. Okay, let me say that shit again. When you walk up on a woman that you don't know, you're introducing yourself for the first time. Within that initial interaction or introduction, you are being assessed by that woman for sexual desirability. Meaning, she's checking you out, looking you up and down. Okay, not only, how you aesthetically look, but your overall appearance. Do you match? You know what I'm saying? How you look in your clothing, you smell good, the way that you speak, your level of confidence, your level of assertiveness or lack thereof. All these things are being assessed very, 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 very quickly when it comes to your level of sexual desirability. So what guys have to understand is once a woman ascertains that there is no sexual desirability there and there's nothing about you that she wants to deal with, this is where women will get rid of you, right? So for all you guys, when you walked up on a woman and before you can even really get a word out, she's already dismissive of your presence, right? She's already looked you up and down. She's already checked you out and she's already made an assessment, not him. I don't want his dates. I don't want his dick. I want nothing from that man, right? Now, here's the thing, right? If a woman is sexually attracted to you, like you had her at hello, you really don't need a mouthpiece, right? In that particular situation or scenario, you really don't need a mouthpiece, right? How you look aesthetically in your overall appearance, your ensemble, if you will, she's already there, okay? All you need to not do is fuck it up. Don't be a corny lame nigga saying goofy ass shit, right? Right? A lot of times your passiveness can change the situation where a woman was feeling you sexually, but now she's not because you're way too indirect, you're way too passive, right? Now, if you're dealing with a woman who's in the middle, okay, listen to me, right? If you're dealing with a woman who's in the middle, this is what I mean by that. If you're dealing with a woman, she's pondered the possibility of having sex with you, but it's not a firm yes that she will, and it's not a firm no that she won't. So oftentimes when you're dealing with these type of women, sex is still on the table. Maybe you don't know that, right? But sex is still on the table. But oftentimes, because their level of sexual attraction for you isn't all that strong, what they're going to want to do is explore other possibilities with you. Meaning they're probably going to want you to give them a lot of non-sexual attention, right? They're going to want you to introduce non-sexual intimacy. They're going to want to talk on the phone with you some more, okay? They're going to want to go out on maybe multiple dates with you, right? These could be the type of girls where they try and camouflage how they really view sex, right? They try and hide the fact that they really enjoy a dick. They really enjoy some dick, right? A lot of times, these are going to be the women that try and camouflage that, right? These might be the type of chicks that tell you that they're practicing abstinence. These might be the type of chicks that tell you, oh, I don't know you that well. You know, we at least got to go out and get to know each other, right? Now, in some situations, some women are just flat out lying, meaning they don't view you sexually. They ain't trying to fuck you. They just want to extract non-sexual time and attention from you, so they might just be playing with you, right? But there are other times when women, they haven't taken sex off the table. They just want more out of you because their desire for you sexually isn't strong enough for them to just settle for the dick, right? And I need you guys to understand that. And that's where having a mouthpiece comes in at, where you get women off of the fence and on the dick, right? So when a chick is kind of in the middle on some, I mean, I could have sex with him, but I want to see where this goes beyond sex. I want to see if I can get some dates out of him. I want to see maybe if he will date me, right? So she's on the fence about the sex, right? It could happen, it could not happen. But that's because she wants to explore other situations with you, right? The mouthpiece can get her to come off that, right? It can get her to reveal her true private feelings and thoughts when it comes to not only you, but when it comes to how she views sex and how she views sex in relation to you, right? So what I mean by that is this. You can meet a woman where she's playing that role. Oh, you know, I need something more fulfilling, right? And I did a video talking about this, and I used some text messages to illustrate the point I'm about to make right now. You might have a woman that's telling you, oh, you know, I need something more fulfilling. You know, I need a man to be intimate beyond the bedroom, and I need this consistently, right? That's her basically saying, without saying it, I love sex, but I'm going to give you the impression that sex is possible if you do this first, if we spend time together non-sexually, if you date me, right? And what it is, she's pondered the prospect of having sex with you, right? And she's not against it. She just thinks she can get more. And it could be because you're her type. Like a lot of times when you're a woman's type, she don't want you to just fuck her and dip. So a lot of times what she'll try and do is stall you out for the sex and get you to look at her as someone you could possibly date, right? So in those scenarios, that's where she's kind of camouflaging how she really views you. Like she's down to fuck, but she wants more. Where a mouthpiece comes in at, where a strong mouthpiece comes in at, is where you get her to come off the non-sexual shit. And you get her to commit and consent to the sexual shit. So although she's coming at you like she wants to get to know you beyond just sex, she wants you to date her, if you will, you're like, baby girl, no, I'm not looking to do any of that. But let me tell you what I do have in store. And that's where you hit her with the mouthpiece and you begin to paint this picture. You begin to get her to visualize what it would be like to be with you sexually, where she is so enticed and she is so intrigued and even turned on by the prospect of what it would be like to have sex with you, that she basically begins to reveal to you her true private feelings and thoughts. That's where the mouthpiece comes in at, where you got a woman who's trying to camouflage or reveal how she truly views you when it comes to sex and how she truly views sex. The mouthpiece gets her off the bullshit and it gets her in the bedroom. That's the benefit of having a strong mouthpiece. I'm out.